What's up, everybody? Welcome to Biohistory Raw TV. We've been getting some comments about, I guess there's some confusion about what intensity is. And it boggles my fucking mind, and the fact that the internet plays a big part of this, is that there's actually people on these YouTube videos who are searching to quote-unquote quantify what intensity is. First of all, if you're using the word quantify, you're spending too much time with your nose in a book and not enough time in the fucking gym, which is where you learn intensity to begin with. Okay? If you're sitting there searching for what intensity is it a rep number? Is it a number of sets? Is it a rest period? Basically, you're looking at fucking everything that is not intensity. And my answer was to look at one of the Dorian Yates videos. Watch one of his blood and guts videos. It's a black and white video. It may appear that Dorian is doing a shoulder press, or a lateral raise, or a bench press, or whatever exercise he's doing. But what you cannot quantify, I don't care who the fuck you are, you cannot quantify the intensity, nor can you even understand what the intensity is that he's putting into that set. Now, how did Dorian become be able to put this intensity into this set? By being in the gym and fucking learning that mind-muscle connection to generate enough force in the muscle to cause enough intensity to go to positive failure. Okay, most of you have never been to positive failure who are asking this question. Now, Dorian was also asked, out of all the people in the IFBB pros that he's ever known, okay, and he's a 6-time Mr. Olympia, okay, he revolutionized bodybuilding by bringing a package that nobody had ever seen and basically brought the sport to a new level. They asked him who he thought, besides himself, was the hardest trainer. And he said the only person that he felt like he could hold a candle to him, intensity-wise, was Kevin Levrone. Out of all those fucking guys, Nasser, Flex, all of those guys, intensity-wise, Kevin was the only one that could hang with him. Now, why do you think that is, that there was only one other guy that could hang with him in the gym? Because it wasn't learned in a book. It wasn't learned by someone telling them what it was. They learned what intensity was and how to apply it with heart, by pushing themselves further than they could ever thought they could go, by making themselves purposely uncomfortable to get to that point, and then going beyond that, to mentally be able to put themselves on such another level that even the other pros would look at them and say, I don't get it, what they're doing, that's so great. Okay? That's what Mentzer was able to do. Ray and Mike both were able to train so far out and be so intense during a set that they could train once a week, like on a Monday, train the whole body, not train for 2 weeks later, and still get results, because they could actually put so much intensity. That's how long it took the body to recover to get that muscle growth. So what you guys are trying to do is just, it doesn't make any sense to me how you're trying to find the answer online. You need to get your ass off the internet. Get away from the fucking YouTube. Get away from all the goddamn Googles. At this point, if you haven't figured out what it is, and get your ass in the gym. And bust your ass for a long fucking time until you can generate enough power and intensity during that set to even comprehend what I'm talking about. And this is not a thing for beginners. It's not. So if you haven't been training for 4, 5, 6 years, you're not going to get it. And the longer that you do train, the more intensity you can generate. The more intensity you can generate, the closer you are to hurting yourself every time you're in the gym. Now, I can pretty much tell you right now, somebody who's been in the gym for 2 years is not anywhere close to be able to generate the intensity of someone that's been in the gym for 15 years. Now, and someone that's been training for 15 years that can generate that type of intensity could snap their pec like that in the middle of a set on something that wouldn't even be considered. You look at them and say, actually, he's just bench press. I don't get it. They're pushing themselves so hard, splitting so many fibers, so intense, they can hurt themselves so fast that it's not even funny. So my advice to you guys who are trying to quantify what intensity is, stop fucking around on the internet and get in the gym. Earn those stripes to learn what intensity is. Earn the physique that you guys are trying to build, rather than trying to find out all these fucking secret ways and the optimal way, which you guys seem to think the optimal way is the least amount of work, the least amount of pain, and being the most comfortable is the optimal way. However, all those fuckers that are doing that may be shredded, but they're still small as shit because they can't get to the point where they build enough muscle to actually look like a bodybuilder. They look like some kind of athletic fucking wide receiver somewhere for the NFL, but they're on a 5'10" frame. That's not what intensity generates. Intensity generates the muscle mass that you guys are looking for, and that can only be earned by getting in the gym and busting your ass. BioHistoryTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below. www.biohistorytraining.com is the blog, and we're out.